And welcome to the first episode of the Vivo Tech Pack on the FTOG server. I am here with Infernal, good friend of mine. We are basing together. Rob will be joining us from time to time as well. But as you can see, we've got a few things started up already. Infernal's been working really hard on doing some of our early ore gathering and getting some basic machines set up for us so we can start going through this stuff pretty quick. He's going to be doing a lot of the magic stuff. Since we left off doing magic on Infinity, we don't need to go through that stuff again. So we're going to leave that up to him. And considering that this is a tech pack, there's really not a whole lot of magic on this. The Thaumcraft is pretty thin on this one, so I think they've got a few things on there we might be using, just not sure on how much of it, because like I said, it's pretty thin pickings. So I do know that we can go into the, what is it, the Ghostlands, I think is what it's called. Yeah, we can go in there and do some bosses on one of these episodes, so those are always fun to explore and run around in and do the bosses. They're pretty fun. So, other than that, Infernal has already cleared out the runic dungeon that we were on top of, as you can see behind me. And he's also got some power up top up there. And we worked on this tree farm together. He pretty much got it set up, and then I tweaked on it a little bit, added some more power. And there is a sludge boiler underground, so we're getting some of those byproducts as well, because I don't want to run around looking for clay all the time. So there we go. We got clay, we got soul sand, and we got a couple other things. We're getting some sand too as well. So let's go for a quick tour. Out there is where our build is going to be. If we come over here, if I turn this lever on real quick, this is going to be the basic blueprint. Oh, he's already got his angel wings too, by the way, so that's why I'm flying around. We've also got the Sojourner sash and a bunch of starter stuff. So this is going to be the basic footprint of the building that we're going to be putting up. And no, I'm not telling you just yet. You guys got to tune in Saturday for the stream to see what we're going to start building on, because we're going to start on that on Saturday. Let's see, where else? So we got steel going. We got it to set up for automation. This is the improved blast furnace. So it's real easy to automate. He's got some Botania started here. We did end up coming up with some Ender Lily seeds, so we've got a little bit of production going. We will be getting this bigger and automated later on as well. And then as we come in, we've got our basic machines going here, some pulverizers and different stuff. And right now, the only real power we got going that's not with the solar or wind turbines is the Stirling generators. We will be expanding out on that. We've got a couple different areas we're going to go for power. And then QED, we were using this for gold. But Infernal has set us up with mechanism or tripling at the moment. So that works really good. We got upgraded. We got enough power to run it fairly decently. But I think as soon as we get our main power set up, we'll be good to go. So what else? Oh, yep, as you can see, he's pulled out a lot of these spawners from the dungeon below, which is going to help us out a lot. And then we've got our storage down here, which is kind of a mess right now. It's next episode we're going to be working on a storage system. We've got to get spawners set up to get some other stuff set up, and we are going to be using these guys, compact machines, to be doing a lot of stuff. I don't want to make a really big footprint right here where we're at, and even when we move into the next building, it's going to help us also with that. I mean, it's going to be a pretty big building, but this will help kind of compact some of the stuff, and it's really nice. It's very crafty to make those, but they are doable. So anyways, what we are doing today is we need to make some tesseracts. I want to compact our energy system, and also want to be able to move energy around a little bit easier. This system right here is all self-sufficient right now, so there is an energy cube or hardened energy cell underneath this guy that's giving us the extra power, so he's not always running out. Without that energy, that hard energy cell underneath it, just with these guys, it sucks too much power out to actually harvest when it fills up like that. So, and then we are also making sandstone down below. If you guys were watching the stream or missed the stream last Wednesday night, we've got. What are you making, man? You're making a hole? Oh, that's right. You're working on the mushroom farm. Okay. We are making sand here because our main building block for our tower is going to be sandstone. And we don't have a quarry set up just yet, but we're planning on quarrying out a desert and getting more sand and sandstone that way as well. So this has only been running since last night, and we've already got 23 stacks of sandstone. So yeah, so we're working on Tesseracts tonight, and I want to do an automated system, a fully automated system where we can just put materials in, it crafts everything. I've done this on Mod Sauce, but I wanted to do it a little bit different this time. So yeah, just doing it a little bit different this time. So we're going to make 6 of these machine frames, and then we've got our electrum gears, and we're going to throw our gears in. Oh, you know what? I need more invar. I need 8 more invar, or sorry, 6. I need 8 more invar. Do we have? I've got 3. Alright, so let's make up some more invar real quick. We have a blood moon. This is my first blood moon. Okay. Yeah, he made up the magnum torch as well, so because it's really bad at night if you don't have this or any kind of stuff set up, it the spawning outside is just incredible. Yep, that gave us 6. We need a couple more. So we plan on going with the storage system that I was going to use. It's going to be a combination of RF tools and storage drawers, and we're actually going to put it inside. We're going to see if we can put it inside one of these compact machines and actually either bring it out with the Ender IO system, or even later on we can add in the applied energistic system. Why did I put invar in there? I don't want invar in there. So I mean that's going to help a lot with the the client side lag. Because if we have a lot of storage drawers in there, then it's just really hard to, you'll get a lot of client-side lag because of all the rendering. Alright, so where are we at here? Alright, so we're making these machine frames. We need one here, and this is for our pulverizer we're going to need. Then here is our induction smelter. And then we need 2 of these for our fluid transposer, and then 2 for our magma crucible. Then we also need a basic capacitor. This is going to be our power source for now, our Stirling generators. We're going to need a couple crafters, and then we are also going to need the alloy smelter. Now we are going to be working on getting some double and octoctic. We need to get some octoctic anyways for the teleporters, for the teleport pad. And then now we're going to make the 2 stacks of pyrotheum dust just to get us started. Alright, so we've made a little hole right here. Now this is just temporary setup for right now. We are going to move this into the compact machine dimension. So first off, if we start with the pyrotheum dust, to make the pyrotheum dust, it should be fairly easy just in a crafter. Sulfur, coal, redstone, and blaze powder. I need to grab, that's charcoal. As you can see, it's a little messy in here. Where did the sulfur go? There it is. Okay, thank you. And then I'll grab a piece of coal and pulverize it real quick. And we'll set this up in the first crafter. This just makes for a really eerie video with that blood moon. Where's it? There it is. There's the blood moon. That's just, which makes just everything that red hue. It looks kind of cool. Alright. So, we need to start off with a chest. Okay, so then next to that, we would have the pulverizer, because this is what we're going to be making the coal into, and then we're going to go into a crafter, and then that's essentially going to kick out into the crafter. Okay, so that'll make the pyrotheum dust. So then from there, we also need to start working on the enderium base, and this is what we're going to be. So then we need our alloy smelter. It should be there. That'll make the base. Is in the alloy smelter, and then that's going to kicked off to an inventory, and then from there it should get kicked back into the system. I should make another alloy smelter. Yeah, I should have another alloy smelter in here. I guess I didn't think about that when I was making it. Yeah, we should have a second alloy smelter, because to make this we need an alloy smelter. I think, though, I will steal the one upstairs for now. And I'll replace it later. Or Infernal will replace it later. One of the two. Alright, so next process is we get our enderium ingots. We also need to make hardened glass. And hardened glass comes in an alloy smelter. That's the only way to get hardened glass. Really? That can't... Oh, I bet you I was looking at fused glass. Would you give me the right one? Now I'm chasing it around. There we go. It's the induction smelter. So we also have the induction smelter here. So that should make the glass, it should make the enderium, and then you just need to add the diamonds. That's all going to go into the crafter. The real challenge is to see if I can actually wire this all up the way I want to. Okay, and then that should make the Tesseract frame with the diamond. And then we need to fill it. So then we need the fluid transposer, which that setup's not going to work very well. Let's turn this to normal. There we go. Now we're not blowing everything apart. Alright. So we'll put the 2 alloy smelters here. And then the fluid transposer and the magma crucible. Magma crucible go on the bottom, and those go on top. So we go, oh nope, I did that backwards. Well, I guess we can still do it that way, because then, yeah, we just have to set it up a little bit differently. Alright, so that will make, one of them's for Singulum, and the other one is for, ooh, I don't have anything, I don't have a system set up for Singulum. Alright, anyway, we'll get the first part of this done. We've already been here for 16 minutes, so let's start setting this up. So from here will be our extract, and we're going to pump into the pulverizer, which if we go input on the back, we'll insert coal, the only thing going in there is the coal, and that'll get pulverized. And then if we pull out the bottom, shift left click, oh, I don't have that set up. The bottom will be output. And the reason why I'm doing dual output on that, put that on brown. The reason why I'm doing dual output on that is because you can get extra sulfur. And we're going to put this to double because we want our input to be on brown. So all the extra, if it comes out of the machine, it's going to go back to that chest, and then it'll get sorted out from there. So then our crafter, we will put this into in out, insert on blue or green and out on brown, always active. Did I? Okay, always active. Alright, we always want to make sure our outputs are always active, so we don't have to go through this again. Alright, so then that will make, we need the 4 ingredients. I need more cobblestone. Now we're not going to use a filter on this machine. This is the crafter. We're just simply going to fill up all of these except for one, or leave the 4 slots open. So we need redstone, sulfur, blaze powder, and pulverized coal. We're going to hit the remember button, or the R button. That'll remember these slots. So then you can take all this stuff out. And there you go. The only things are going in there. So we're going to click here. We're going to make our recipe for blaze powder. And we're going to hit apply. Now this makes 2 for 1 set, or for 1 crafting. So we should end up having extra of this always sitting around. Alright, so we've made the blaze powder. Now we need to make the Endurium base, which is tin, silver, and shiny. So let's go get tin, silver, and oh, it's kind of hard to see where the shiny's at. Shiny? Nope, that was lead. Oh, shiny's right here. So in this bottom alloy smelter, on the back, we input, nope, that's the magma crucible. On this guy here, let's go around to the front so we get this right. If we go here, we'll put it on push-pull. Disable that. Hook it in. And then this again, in, out. Insert on green, extract on brown, always active. And then on the insert, we're going to put a filter. And this will only take tin, silver, tin, silver, and shiny. And that's what's going to make our blend, or our base. So I need to grab another tin, because we need to make that base. I guess we need to check power on there too as well. Let's set up our generators. So we'll go 4, and then the crafters don't need power. You need power. Alright, so then if I chuck in 2 tin, shiny, and silver, why is there lead in there? Why are you not pulling out? I think there we go. So we should have, there we go. And this is the one that already had power in it, but we should go grab some charcoal. Are you shooting arrows around here? Oh, oh, I didn't have enough room for that last one. We'll get our power going. We really should set up an energy node, or energy in there. Well, no, I mean, that's fine. I've got it. So this should go back in here. So now we got our Endurium base. Okay, so then our Endurium base, ooh, this is going to be kind of interesting to set up. I might set it up a little bit different than what I had thought of, though. Because in this alloy smelter, insert with a filter our Endurium base. We need the blazing pyrotheum dust, and then the ender pearls. Oh, I don't have room for it right now. I have to change some stuff up to do it. Thank you, though. Okay, yeah, it won't get pulled out. And our ender pearl. So now that will make the endurium for us out of that machine. So if I check in those guys, it should go into here. That'll fill up. Grab some ender pearls. Grab two stacks of ender pearls. And then one stack will disappear. I'm going to throw this blend in there, and then we should get our first endurium cooking here in just a second. And there it goes. That's our first one. Now I'm going to set this to alloys only, just because. Now this is going to take a little bit to cook up, so we'll work on the rest of the system here. Now, we need to work on the rest of the system. So I'm going to leave this one and this one hooked up to here because we want to make bronze. Easiest way to make bronze is that I found is in the induction smelter. So we'll need 2 copper and tin, or copper and tin for that matter. And actually, we need that there. Alright, so the induction smelter, we're not going to worry about which side it goes to. And then output here, we're just going to do double output on it. We shouldn't have any more output on it, but this will be to extract brown, always active, and insert on green with a filter for tin and copper. Now this is to make our bronze, to actually make our, after we fill the Tesseract frame, that's to actually make it a Tesseract frame. So tin and 2 copper. That induction smelter should not have pyrotheum in it. Oh, I didn't have the filter set up. Why is that not cooking? Oh, it's 3 to 1. 3 to 1. Alright, so 3 to 1. And then that should kick on. It'll make us copper. It'll go back into here. Now, as I said, we need silver. Oh, we need to do the frame first. Do we have this cooked up? It's almost done. Okay. Yeah, because we need to set up another chest over here. Now the reason why we're setting up a chest over here is because we've got these 2 guys to deal with. And since we need ender pearls over here, unless I constantly keep this thing full of ender pearls, then we're always going to have that issue where we're not getting ender pearls in here, which is not a bad idea actually. Let's do that. Let's disable that because we want any connection to that. That will be extract. This will be insert with a filter. And then this will be insert with a filter. grab ender pearl. Now I could do this with and then this one will be redstone. I think I'm missing part of the system though. I need to make singularium. Trying to think how I'm gonna do that. So yeah, so ender pearls will go in there. I think we're running low on power because everybody else is hogging up power at the moment charging. This advanced cube has got energy in it, right? Okay. It's the plate side that outputs. Okay, so that should give us... Yep, that'll fill up everything. Because we're lagging on the power. Yep, it's catching up. Alright. So we're here. It made the blend, or the blend is still cooking. Oh, it's only at 50%. Okay, so that there, that'll make that. We need to input into here as well and export. Alright, so we're going to export on the bottom. Wait, this is the fluid transposer. It's not which one I wanted. This will be extract. This one will be insert. On brown. Always active. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. The top will be export. This bottom will be input, and the back will be export. Okay. That was almost a catastrophe. So I'll throw those in there because that'll fill up, which is fine. But we also need to put input into another input into this guy. So let's but we need our Tesseract frame first. Are you done? Do I have my base yet? Uh-oh, we're having some issues here. Where did that go? I just lost the Enduring base. I seriously have no idea what happened to that Enduring base. It should be in this chest. Alright guys, let me see if I can figure out what's going on here. Because I'm not quite sure where that Enduring base went. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright, I just had a brain fart. It was already made the Enduring ingots. They're already sitting in here. So in this crafter, all we need is Enduring, hardened glass, and a diamond. And then we'll fill up the rest. Uh-oh. Alright, so we will remember that. I think he left anyways. And then our recipe will be doing this from memory. Yep, there we go. So then that'll be our Tesseract frame. So if we put that back in there, I've got some hardened glass already made up. And then diamond. Oh, I need to hook the pipes up. So that'll be on insert, in out, extract will be brown, always active. So we should have a Tesseract frame sitting in here. So then our Tesseract frame will get inserted in here. So if I put this in, it's getting filled up. Now once we get some more Endurium made up, I can make everything resonant and this whole system should go a lot faster. And then we have a Tesseract frame, full. Now we have to make it a Tesseract. So let's put down another crafter. Grab our bronze and go grab silver. Now the reason why I'm using so many of these crafters is because I want to spread them out. I don't want to have everything being crafted in one spot, because I don't want to make more ticks here than possible. Alright, so we're gonna go silver, bronze in the corner, and then Tesseract. Oh, come on. Alright, so apply. So that'll make our Tesseract. And then simply in, out, always active, silver, bronze, and then Tesseract's already in there. It should craft this up. Oh wait, silver's going somewhere else as well. Why are you no crafting? Oh, no power. I forgot the crafters do need power. Okay. So then we should have a Tesseract frame here. Now the only thing we could do to change that is making another chest, or having a stack of silver in this smelter at all times, which there again is not a bad idea. So the only thing we need to do with this Tesseract is to lock it, and that's where we need the Singularium, but we also need bronze for that as well. And then we need to make nuggets to make the lock, and then for making the lock we need to add it to the Tesseract with some Singulum. Which we did another alloy smelter. We ran into that problem with the silver and the copper as well. I tell you what, why don't I take a break here? I am going to make a couple more machines because I want to make a couple more alloy smelters. I might rearrange this a little bit to where it makes more sense. Yeah, let me rearrange it to makes a little more sense and see if I can't break this up into two systems. Because it's going to get to the point to where, or it's to the point right now where I can't add any more stuff in here. So yeah, give me just a moment and I'll be right. Alright, so we are back. I am back, and this is our setup now. Had to end up putting a 3-chest system in. If I do this with Steve's Factory Manager, it's not as compact, and I have to add in a bunch of the inventory cables. So we're just going to do this, and it's really simple. A couple machines are getting fed in from each machine, or from each chest, except for this chest just feeds this one machine, and that's Singularium. But we'll go through this real quick. So this first chest is to make blend, endurium, pyrotheum, bronze, hardened glass, the Tesseract frame, and one complete Tesseract. It'll go through all the steps of making it. The second chest, unfortunately, I need to add in some ender pearls for the filled frame, or to fill the frame. The tin for the blend, and the 4 silver to make the Tesseract. A lot of these recipes, all these little components and everything, use a lot of the same material, and doing just even a round robin still doesn't work correctly. So I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to see how efficient it is to do it this way. If not, it'd be like I said, if I use Steve's Factory Manager, this would be a lot more efficient to run this whole system. So and then the last chest, we need to put in 3 copper, 1 silver, and 10 redstone to make the Singularium. And I've already got extra stuff, or have extra stuff. Oh, my extra stuff's over here. So yeah, this should be able to make, with all of this stuff that is all scattered in my inventory now, not the way I wanted it to, will make 1 Tesseract. So let's see. 1 silver, 1 shiny, 4 pearls. The ingredients to pyrotheum dust, which is coal, sulfur, blaze powder, and redstone. We need 6 copper, 2 tin to make the bronze. For the hardened glass, we need 4 obsidian, 2 lead. We need 1 diamond for the frame, and that should be it out of that chest. A lot of this stuff is already done. In this chest, we are going to put in the 4 ender pearls. We're going to put in our 2 tin, our 4 silver, and that's it. So we already got some stuff going. I'm going to let some of this stuff catch up. This is going to take the longest, I think, out of the whole system. Why do I have 2 tin in here and nothing else? What am I missing? Oh, this tin needs to go in here to make the bronze. So that seems to be one little hiccup. It's supposed to round robin it, and I think if I add everything in together, it works a lot better. And I'm sorry this episode's running a little long. This ended up being a little bit more complicated this way than I thought it would be. So we've got our bronze. We're waiting for the Endurium blend. If we look in here, yep. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and grab... Oh, I don't have any Endurium blend. So we do have to wait for that. Alright, so then in this last chest, we're going to throw our 3 copper, our 10 redstone, and our 1 silver, and that'll start making Singularium. We want to wait for that, or we need to wait for that anyways. So, yeah, it's a little tricky, and you're going to end up with some extra nuggets. Unfortunately, I can't remember how to set it up to where only a certain amount go somewhere and a certain amount only go somewhere else. But maybe we can improve on it later on. I think maybe Ender.io also has another filter that we might be able to use. Which would be this existing item filter. That might work. I don't know if we can do the stack part on it. We'll have to see. But later on, we're going to hook our remote system into this as well as later on the ME system. So we'll be able to call these up at any time whenever we want to. And we don't seem to have an energy problem here. We seem to be keeping up pretty well. And this is at 30, just a little bit longer. So if you guys want a more in-depth how to build this setup, and I could probably clean it up a little bit better as well, let me know in the comments. I can do a quick little let's build in a creative world, and I can certainly do that for you guys, because this does get a little complicated on some of the wiring with the different chests, the different outputs, and whatnot as well. So, and if I find out a better way, or if you guys have an idea on a better way of only allowing a certain number of items into a machine with Ender.io, please leave it in the comments down below, because I would love to know. That is the biggest problem with this system. So, and I can, when we get Ender.io, I think I can break the system down and actually make it a little easier to make. Come on, finish up. Now this should have made, yep, we've got 2 locks, we've got bronze, and we've got some Singularium here. We are just waiting for this to finish. Almost done. Come on. Come on. Now we will upgrade these later on. More than likely right after the episode we'll probably work on upgrading these, because we need to make a lot of these capacitors anyways. Do we have enough gold for that? Alright, so the frame's already made. It's filling up. Because we're going to need, or I'm going to need at least 2 Octic ones down here. Well, maybe just 1, because this seems to be the low point. Alright, so then it goes in here. Wow, that was quick already. So it comes in here and gets filled up and everything, and then we should have a second Tesseract. So that's that. The Tesseract, automated Tesseract machine build is done. That's exactly what this is. It makes the Tesseracts. So yeah, it was a little bit of an adventure trying to make this and getting it set up just right, but in the end I think I got it to work pretty good. There again, the only drawback is using some of the same resources in the same chest, going to different machines. That's the only drawback to this. No matter which way you do it, you've got several machines using silver, and a couple machines using copper, and a couple machines using redstone. So it's trying to get everything to spread out and make is just kind of a little tricky to do. But there is some round robining doing in here, and it seems to be taking care of most of the issue. I think there's just the one little hiccup, but maybe we'll fix that later on. So anyways, guys, yeah, again, sorry this episode took a little bit longer than expected. I said I was going to try to keep them down to about 30 minutes, and I know this one's running right around 40 to 50 minutes, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go have some fun with Infernal, build some more machines. So guys, thank you for watching. New to the channel, new to the series, hit that big red subscribe button so you can see some more. If you like the episode, if you like Bevo, if you love seeing me and love seeing me continue YouTube, hit that big thumbs up button. Show me some support. Show us some support. Show us some love. And as always, guys, any comments or questions, please leave them in the down below. Until then, guys, we'll see you next time.